Hey, what's up y'all? We're back with another action figure review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Naruto Uzumaki the #1, what does it say on the box? Most unpredictable ninja. So we're going to take a look at that, just a little real quick look at the box art. Looks really nice. I do like the art. Looks like it's from a game or something. Period. Alright, let's take a look at the figure. Now, if you have the Naruto that just came out not too long ago, I can't remember what that's called, Encrusted Ninja or something like that. Yeah, this figure really is no real surprise. It's a little bit shorter, looks younger. I do think he looks really nice. The details look superb. The hair is kind of sharp, so you do want to be careful when you're trying to swap out the faces, which kind of slides out, just like Kakashi does. As far as the details go, I think from a distance, this figure actually looks really good, but it's like once you get up close, you kind of see that some proportions are a little bit funny, like the shoulders, these little lips as far as his biceps swivel, the lips as far as his thigh. But that's, I mean, if you have SH Figuarts figures, like that's no real surprise right there. As far as the paint goes, I think that it's fairly done fairly well, but there are some spots where the blue is kind of bleeding. The shoulder piece is kind of soft. Actually, these parts are really soft. And when you're articulating his shoulders going forward, this floating piece kind of gets stuck. See, now I have to kind of replace that. So it'll get stuck. So just be mindful of that. You might have to tuck it in and then kind of move around it. And it looks like it would be a hinge right here where the collar piece is at. But I don't believe this part actually moves. So it appears to be kind of glued in the front. Nice little detail for the zipper. There's not a whole bunch of shading on this guy. Like, it's really subtle. So, I mean, you can't really even pick it up on the shirt. As far as the pants go, like, he does have some more shading down here, but it's really subtle. Sculpt work is looking kind of, it's looking all right. I mean, I think they could have went a little harder as far as that goes. A little soft. The black for this little wrap around his leg could have been done a little bit better. This piece right here does not like rotate or anything that I'm aware of. It doesn't come out, it doesn't open. What is he keeping there anyway? Like a flashbang or something? I mean, I watched Naruto, but I'm like a huge fan of Naruto. Like, I think I'm probably a bigger fan of Naruto than like Dragon Ball. I like the treads from the bottom of the speed too. And this piece right here, could have had a little more detail to it. But it's got a little bit of a flex to it, so that's all right. It doesn't really hinder the articulation as far as moving the bicep and like moving the arm up and down, so that's pretty cool. I don't know what it is, like a dream catcher or a slingshot or something like that. But yeah, man, he looks really good. I think the detail for his face looks really good too. The mouth is done well enough. Teeth, everything. But yeah, I think they could have just used a little bit more detail to kind of bring things to life. So going over this guy's articulation, this face right here is not a stock face, by the way, but he does have a joint at the head, joint at the neck. He can't look up that much. I'd say that's okay. Could be a little bit better. This bottom piece of his hair does not move. It's kind of like glued in place. As you can see, it kind of just like moves around on that. So, I mean, that's all right. Of course, you get some tilt motion going on for the head and neck. This collar piece is going to be hindering it, obviously, so that's a little unfortunate. He won't be able to get certain, like, nuanced type of poses. Like, it starts to get stuck right there, so that's about as much as you're going to get for that. So that's unfortunate. Can get a little bit of tilt right there, so that's all right. But yeah, you get some nice tilt. Of course, you got your, I wouldn't even say you get a full rotation, huh? Yeah, nah, that's about as much as you're going to get as far as the rotation goes, but he does look down a really good amount. That's okay. Bury his face into his collar. So I'll take that. As far as the arms, he's got really good range at the arms. Get those bad boys up about that much, so that's all right. He does have a full rotation, but it does get really tricky trying to get that arm all the way around like that. As far as the joints going inward, he can get his arms in an okay amount. I think that could be a little bit better. So yeah, that's about as much as you're going to get for that. So that's unfortunate. He does have a bicep rotation, if I didn't mention that already. There's double joints for the elbows, which looks really good. I'll take that. Let's fix this arm right quick. He's got a universal hinge at the wrist, so you can do all sorts of things with that. He actually also has a movement at the sleeve too. There's a rotation right there too, so that's pretty cool. I do like that. And what else did I mention for arms? Yeah, he can do all that good stuff. All right, so as far as the torso, he It has a little bit of side to side. I think it could be a little bit better. Unfortunately, that's all you're gonna get with that. So that's the right slight rotation at the top. You're gonna get most of it from the bottom, crunching him forward. That's pretty good. I'll take that. Nice. As far as going backwards, see it starts to get a little bit gappy at the lower torso, but you kind of like shimmy this little floating piece down, so that's all right. And this pocket right here, this little pouch kind of rotates around. Looks like it's on a ball, so you can kind of shift it up and stuff like that too. And it's connected to the floating piece. As far as the legs, he can get your full splits going on, so that's all right. His legs can go up about that much. And let me show you real quick what I mean. See, like that lip at his thigh does get a little jarring when you're posing it, but that's SH Figuarts. What are you going to do? You can get his knees to go in about that much, so that's pretty good. He does have a shift motion. I think it's a ball at the thigh, just like the other Naruto. I don't think there's a shift motion at the bicep rotation, though. I think one of them had that. So, I mean, yeah, that's all right. Thigh swivel, and get his leg. Oh, shit, just popped it off. All right, so yeah, that's what that looks like, in case you were curious about that. Let me pop this back on. All right, there we go. Rotation movement at the calf, so that's nice. It doesn't shift or anything like that. There is a ball at the ankle, though, so you can get some rocking right there. He does have a toe hinge that goes down a crazy amount, and it's kind of loose, though, so I'm not really appreciating that too much. As far as a rocker, though, he's got a really good rocker. I like that. And it goes out. And of course, you got your full rotation. For his accessories, he's got a good spread of facial expressions. You already seen his yelling face here. Stock face right here. Here you have your clenched teeth facial expression. That looks really good. I like that. You got your frustrated face right here, and I really like this one. This actually looks pretty cool. Nice. And then lastly, you have his transformed face. I'm not sure what this face is called, y'all. I'm just a casual fan of Naruto. But that looks really good. It's got little slight lines inside of the eyeballs. Yeah, that looks really nice. The teeth look really cool too. It's got like some slight lines and stuff on the inside, kind of going around the teeth. So that's interesting. But yeah, it looks good. And then you got a rack of hands like his clawed hands, which actually looks really cool. It's got like white paint for the nails. That looks really nice. The paint job is okay. I'm not really going to complain about that too much, but it looks nice. Then he has a set of relaxed hands. You can't go wrong with these. His Jitsu hands, which looks really cool. Like that. Got a left and right grip hand you can use for his kunai, which looks okay. It doesn't have a whole bunch of detail into it, but you can kind of separate it right there and just plug it into his hands like... it's going to be difficult trying to do this on camera. Oh, shit. Cut. Luckily, that bottom piece just fell right by my foot. So yeah, he holds it really nice. And then he comes with 3 other hands, only for the right side though. So this is one like a styled Jitsu hand right here. These hands pop out fairly easy, doesn't give me any trouble, but it is kind of tricky trying to pop the head on and off because of the collar piece. So you probably got to just remove that and then swap out the faces. But he has this hand right here, which is, I would actually say, is like the powered down clawed version of the hands. Not those other hands, which was a little more relaxed. And then lastly, he has this hand right here, which is his, gosh, I can't remember what that little effect thing is called, but it's got a little hole, and I think it starts with the R, Razakin, something like that. But yeah, you can put this part right in like that. Fits in nice and snug, and the ball looks really cool. I like the design for that, not too bad. Got a little bit of a white frosting on it. Probably look really good once you hit the light to it. So that's all right. One thing I noticed is it is kind of tricky trying to get his arms all the way flush. You got to kind of like use the shift motion and do all sorts of stuff. But I think this is as far as you're going to get it, mainly because of the sleeve and like the sculpt work for the shirt. Looks like you can get it a little bit more flush if you kind of fool around with the rotation of his bicep and the rotation of his sleeve. I wonder if his arms were originally made to pop off at the biceps, maybe for like a cross arms accessory, but he stands about, I want to say 5 1/4 maybe, just a little bit less than that to the top of the points of his hair. And it's a little tricky trying to balance this guy too. He gets a little funky. Figure size comparisons, I don't have a lot of Naruto figures to compare him to, but I do have that Bandai Target Naruto. I have the SH Figuarts Naruto right there next to him, and then I have Kakashi, and I have the Mayfex Terminator. And lastly, here we have it next to your Storm Collectibles, your Marvel Legends, your Figma, and your Kotobukiya. Zero model kit. Final thoughts on the SH Figuarts Kid Naruto. There are no surprises. This figure's solid. The real complaints I got with the figures, he can't look up as much as I want him to. His butterfly joints, he can't go in as much as I want him to. His ankle joints could be a little bit tighter, and I wish he came with a stand. But the price point, man, I'm gonna shut the hell up. Yes, I would recommend this figure. Alright, y'all, that's my video. You like the video, hit the thumbs up. If not, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.